Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to summarize the data from your survey in Excel. So there are two parts to this tutorial. The first one is filtering out the unique values of the table, or the data rather, and then counting all of the values or answers in your data. So I've prepared a table here, and yeah, so in order to do the first part, you would have to go to data, go to sort and filter, click advanced, then fill out copy to another location, and then unique records only. Copy to another location means that you will paste the filtered out values on the cell you have copied it to, and then the unique records only keeps it from repeating or duplicating. So the list range determines the cells, column or rows you want to filter out. So for this, delete all of this first, and then click all of the cells you want to filter out, and then for copy to, click the cell where you want to put it. So I've selected this one, and then it should put it here, yes. But sometimes it still repeats itself or duplicates, so you will have to manually edit that. Oh. Yep. Then here, so we can easily determine where these answers came from. So we have gotten the values. The next part is counting the values. Now, in order to count the data, go next to the cell which has the value you want to count. So it's here. Then go to the formula bar and type equals Countifs. It's important to choose Countifs instead of Countif. I'll explain that later. And choose Countifs. Then go to insert function, the fx, and then the criteria range. Choose the criteria range. So we want this column. So do this. There we go. Then the criteria. So we can either choose or type male, and it will count all of the males in this column. Or we can do, but if you drag it down, it will still count as male, so it won't count the female. So in order to do that, you must change this into the cell that has the value in it. So that would be F4. So F4. It will still count as male. Count all of the males in the column. Now if you drag it down, it will also count all of the females. So again, just to review, to get the values, first go to data, advanced, fill out copy to another location, and then unique records only. Choose the list range, and then choose where you want to copy the values. Over here, then OK. Again, there might be duplicates, so check for that, or it will ruin the data calculation. So yep, just type third carbonated drink. Then to count the data, do Countifs, click Countifs, go to fx, and then choose the column of your choosing, and then choose the criteria. It can either be the quote way, or you can just do the column cell way, F8. So now let's say you want to know how many males or females chose each preferred carbonated drink. So first you have to do equals countifs again. Now I'll explain why you don't want to do countif, because countif can only choose one set of range and criteria, while countifs can choose an indefinite set of range and criteria. Now do countifs. Do countifs, then click Fx. Choose your first criteria, range, and then choose your first criteria, which would be F8. Now for the second one, choose your second criteria range. I want to know how many males or females chose each carbonated drink, so I would go to the sex column, then type in male or male, and then press OK. Then there you go, there's only 2 males that chose Coke. So to check if it's correct, 1 male, 2, there's only 1 male that chose Coke. So now drag this down, and there we go. Now do the same for this question. Yeah, you also have to change the first criterion. So would you rather, there we go, and there. Now if you want to make your life easier, you can just put male and then female. Then you can just replace this with H2, and then copy all of this to the column. But it didn't carry on, so you will have to put a $sign or $sign on 2, so it won't move, this selection won't move up or down. Instead it will stay here and not ruin the equation. So if you do this, there we go. Now if you move this to here, it's still 0, because the selection over here moved to the right. So if you don't want that to happen, put a $sign on the letter of the column, or the cell rather. Now if you do this, there we go. You just copy that, put it over there, change it, first change the first criteria range to the proper criteria range. Wait. And then there we go. Now to explain how the dollar sign works, if you put a dollar sign on the letter of the cell, it won't move to the left or right. As you can see here, it's still there, but if you move it up or down, if you choose this one, it will move up or down. Now, if you put a dollar sign on the number of the cell, it won't move up or down. As you can see here, it's still there, but it can still move left or right, as you can see here. So I hope you learned something from this, and yeah, that would be the end of the tutorial. God.